Just a quick update. It is August 25, 2016, and today school's back this week, and so I've been spending the time trying to get oriented to my son's school, and I guess just brainstorming in my head, just thinking if there's something wrong, these are the points of exit. How fast can I get to that classroom if there is something? What are the best ways out? Are there any windows? That kind of stuff. Are the windows operable? So far, just the things I observed. I kind of mapped in my head how best to get there. I basically just took a print from Google Map and just traced over it, because you're looking at the roof. So I just traced over it how I thought the hallways were, where the big areas were, like the cafeteria, the bathrooms, how many rooms, where are the windows that I know about, and which windows correspond to my son's classroom. That window, if this exit is blocked, how can I get to him? Are there any points where if somebody like Sandy Hook, that kind of scenario, which point of entry would they take? Because there's a couple of parking lots, and from there, which are the more conspicuous kind of parking lots, where if you're a bad guy, where would you hide? Just that kind of stuff, and getting familiar with the teachers, just presenting myself so that people know I'm not some weirdo who's just looking around and stalking people. So hopefully the school goes well. I've always been worried about him going to school and kind of being putting him into that system. So we've always wanted to try homeschooling. We just didn't have the opportunity to do so. I mean, the time was the main thing, time and me to do it. And we're still looking for other curriculums. Just kind of, maybe we'll find a curriculum we can work into the weekend. We still want to do some form of homeschooling. I'm trying to find a way how to do that. I've talked to that end. I've talked to a coworker who, incidentally, he mentioned at one point they homeschooled. So I'm trying to see if I can kind of browse through their material. So maybe we'll see some of his homeschooling materials, and we'll know, hey, maybe we can try this, at least on the weekends. He mentioned something about a 2-day school, where basically the kids have a 2-day school, full day for 2 days. I think it's the weekend. It's I don't think it's as expensive. It's private school, but it saves you a lot of time. The kid just has to focus. I don't know that my son can focus like that. And I guess that's it. I'm waiting for payday so I can buy a custom kit to make a custom holster. And I have been figuring out a way to buy a laptop, because if I am going to get started with, if I'm going to build this business I've been running in my head, I'll need a decent performing laptop, as it will be my base of operations. And my previous budget, I was looking at Chromebooks, but then at Chromebooks and the type, but because they're cheap. Problem was, I can't run the software for some of the things I was looking to freelance with, and if I was going to, I'll talk about the business ideas next time. So it went up to $400, and then I looked at the system requirements for the software. Still don't work. So it looks like I may have to shell out $650 or so for a laptop that can at least run the software I need for these business ideas I have in mind. Because some of them are software based, I need to be able to do those. Anyway, hopefully I'll have bigger news tomorrow. Right now, baby steps.